bringing the people behind our food to life.
I got this amazing rejection letter from them. They weren't at all interested in the article that I wanted to write, but they said, "We love your cookbook and we want to publish 6 pages in our magazine of your cookbook." So it was fabulous. I didn't actually really have a book except this little draft. And then and they wanted me to do the illustrations. So this came out in January, February 1997, and I got to do the whole illustrations, front and back cover, and we called it Memories of a Lebanese Garden. So they worked with me editing my intro and put some recipes in here. And the thing I like to joke with my mom about is that we're cover girls. I did use photo transfer and then collage and paint to make the illustrations. So this goes out to 150,000 people all over the world. And this is a painting I did of our village, which is called Douma in Lebanon. Both my mom and dad were born there. And you can see there's a lot of terraces, and this is all olive groves. And it's very beautiful. The buildings have red tile roofs. And so I made, that was a photo transfer, and then I tinted the photo and then painted the border. And then I got to use all these other family photos. This was my mom and my grandmother when they first came to America, and I made a little border around it. And this is me supposedly making Arabic bread, throwing the big loaf up into the air, because my mom would make these loaves of flat Arabic bread about this big around, and she twirled them and tossed them in the air, and it was quite a skill. And in Lebanon, the people didn't learn to do that because they have the baker. They would take their dough to the baker, and the baker would make their bread, and the baker in the village would keep some part of the bread as their payment for the baking in the special oven. But in LA, there was no baker, so my mom had to learn how to make her own loaves, and we had a special gas stove that she baked the bread in. And then this is me and my sister and my dad with these 2 Lebanese friends who lived out in the San Fernando Valley, and they had an orchard and almond trees, so it's one of my early memories. And then this is a family photo. I'm there eating a hamburger, but there's a bowl of tabbouleh on the table, and there was the big Arabic bread, which my mom used to take the shish kebab off of the skewers with. And my dad and the men and children are sitting, and my mom and grandmother are standing, making sure everyone has enough to eat before they would sit down to eat.